Tom, let me start by asking you, first of all, thank you for joining us on Times Now. What do you make of what we've seen in Russia, the drone blitzkrieg by Ukraine?
Thank you very much for inviting me. Very nice to be with all of you today. What do we see? We see a continuation of something that is gradually evolving over the last 3 years already in this war, in the war caused by Russian invasion of Ukraine, which is that Ukrainians have were the first to start deploying UAVs for reconnaissance purposes and eventually turn them into potent assault weapon. So this strike from yesterday, that was actually just a sort of peak of a development going on for years already, but in particular of the last 2 or 3 weeks, where the Ukrainians have launched a number of very successful strikes, UAV strikes, deep inside Russia. Just this time, they have managed to bring a total of 150 UAVs on commercial trailers deep inside Russia, where they cannot usually reach. Then they have managed to power up these UAVs, take them off out of trailers, fly them to nearby air bases, and to strike with extreme precision.
Right.
On around a dozen. They claim 40 plus, but confirmed there is around a dozen hits on Russian strategic bombers.
You know, Tom, let me ask you this. You know, for people who are watching a broadcast, would you, like to break down what you're saying? By that I mean, were you expecting Ukraine, look at the size of Ukraine on the map, and it is up against Russia. Look what they've done. The world is talking about it.
Well, would I expect? There are plenty of things I do not even dare to say in the public. I'm expecting them. So this is a sort of one of such things. There are even more options, so to say, on hand, or more cards on the table. Essentially, Ukraine is a sort of world superpower in regards of deployment of drones for combat purposes. They're not only using hundreds of drones every day to strike Russian positions along the front line. They are striking up to 40 kilometers behind this front line with small UAVs, so-called FPVs, first-person view drones. They're also deploying drones to strike deeper, up to 1,000 kilometers deep into Russia. One should not forget, however, that they are not doing this with drones alone. They are frequently combining different other weapons in order to suppress, for example, the Russian air defenses. Because Russian air defenses are still there and still effective. So it is not like drones are simply passing by and hitting whatever they want to hit.
Right.
On the contrary, Ukrainians are first deploying one wave of drones, oversaturating Russian air defenses, knocking them out, and then are using the second wave of drones to pass through and to hit whatever they want to hit behind the air defenses.